Welcome to today, 26th of September 2024, and these are the political random story as of today. EFCC slammed Yahaya Bello, the former governor of Kogi State, with fresh charges of 110 billion naira. Remember that we brought your notice on this platform about the higi-haga between the EFCC and the former governor of Kogi State. Details of this particular story will be out in full analysis by 4:30 p.m. today. However, ASU is giving the federal government 14 days or they embark on strike, while government rise NYC members' allowances to 77,000, remain in Edo State until further notice. IG other Nigerian police officers whom were deployed to Edo State ahead of the 2024 gubernatorial election, which was concluded over the weekend. Now, they have been asked to remain till further notice. The National House of Assembly, especially the House of Representatives, rejected a proposed 300 billion naira grant for Brono flood victim. Remember that there was a dangerous flood in Brono State some weeks ago, of which many lost their lives, properties were destroyed, and we have seen or reported even on this platform about the flood that took place in Brono State, with the president making a visit among many Nigerians to condole with those who lost their lives or loved ones as well as their properties. However, the House of Rep is saying no to 300 billion grants for the victim. The details of this story, we'll be talking about that intensively by 6:30 p.m. So stay with me. The price of beans rose by 271.55% in August. NBS. Talking about food insecurity in Nigeria, we have been talking about this right from the beginning of this year. Since the first subsidy was removed on the 29th of May 2023, there have been hiking in prices of food among other commodities in Nigeria. And because of this, the high level of living in Nigeria, is something that many are worried of, as many companies are actually leaving the country because of the inflation, the high rate of taxation, and the interest rate, and many more issues and insecurity surrounding the country. How will the government do better in terms of trying to resolve this consistent rising of food prices in Nigeria? Is still yet to be known, because the government seems not to care. That is my personal opinion anyway. Moving forward, Bobrisky in trouble again for allegedly bribing EFCC officials with 15 million naira. Remember that there have been a lot of allegations on EFCC lately, and this is because of their public show of shame between them and the former governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, which we have talked about so many times on this platform. We saw them, you saw the former governor visiting the EFCC premises, of which they didn't make any attempt to arrest him, even though that the court have asked him to arraign himself before the EFCC for him to be presented before the court. But with all of this, we have seen so many issues like this in the past, where the former governor of Ekiti State approached the EFCC alongside the governor of Rivers State, now Minister of FCT, Newsom Wike. What changed between then and now? The Senate has confirmed that a new CGN of Nigeria is KK Ekun. If I murder the name, I'm sorry. But the Senate has confirmed her as the new Chief Justice of the Federation. Remember that the United States of America banned her from entering their country sometime in 2020 because of the controversial judgment given by her, which brought about the current governor of Imo State. Then in 2020, when he came fourth in the election, but the Supreme Court ruled that he is the outright winner of the 2020 gubernatorial election in Imo State, which led to her being banned from visiting the United States of America. Now, she was nominated by the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to be the acting CGN upon the retirement of the former. But now, he has been confirmed, maybe, as the new CGN. Full story of this, we'll be talking about all of this by 8 p.m. So if you stay with me, I'll be bringing details of some of those stories and issues that is happening, especially for the fact that the gubernatorial election in Edo State came to an end over the weekend, and a lot of permutations surrounding 2027 election. Subsequently, Edo election, Anambra election coming up next year, and the 2027 general election, of which many believe that Nigeria is heading towards a one-party state, which is not good for the development of Nigeria, as our democracy is still an infant democracy. Seeing the kind of people that we have in office as of today who really don't give a dime to rule of law, that you can see with the issue with Nnamdi Kanu and the detention of the DSS, among other issues. But then, what is the way forward? We will talk much more about all of these by 4:30 p.m., 6:30 p.m., as well as 8 p.m. today, among other developing stories that may be coming up throughout today. Stay tuned, subscribe, hit the like button, share to reach a larger audience. Thank you for watching. And I remain Eriba Jerry.
Food is very, very cost.
Okay.
We dey suffer about food. Before now, we dey buy food 200, 150. The day you are food, you will go chop food the two we put. Now 400, 500, no go do. I swear.